Okay, hello beautiful Gemini people. My name is Jessica from Prospect Park Tarot, and I'm here to deliver to you your monthly reading for the month of August 2020. There are no announcements that I have to share, so what we're going to do is jump right into your reading. First, we're going to do a couple of shuffles and start with a quick prayer. So let's begin. Thank you so much, Spirit, for using me as a vessel to transmit those messages you believe the Gemini people deserve and need to hear for the month of August 2020. I ask for confidence, I ask for clarity, and I ask for cohesion as we embark upon this reading so that we give the beautiful Gemini people the reading that they deserve to hear. All right, let's do a couple more shuffles and we will jump right in. The way I read these cards, I will read everyone individually as standalone, just so if you are interested in tarot, you can follow along a little more clearly. But after we have all the cards of the spread down, I will give you all a conclusion of the intention, direction, or advice for the month of August 2020. So let's do one more big shuffle, and then we'll start your spread. All right, perfect, Gemini people. I'm ready if you are. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. What is it that we have to tell the Gemini people? All right, perfect. Quickly, the first one down is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about connecting with people around you, your family, your friends, definitely reaching out towards your network and connecting deeper with the people around you, inviting people, however you might work out invitations at this time. But there's this feeling of getting closer to the people around you and just having a good time overall. Also, this might point to marriage. Maybe you have a wedding coming up or whatever situation that is, but I get the feeling of you coming around people who resonate with you on a deeper level. Wow, that's amazing, Gemini people. You're already starting this month. You're already starting this month with fire energy. You have the Six of Wands next. This is giving me very much Leo vibes. This is giving me the feeling of, look at me, listen to what I have to say. But you know, Gemini people are known to be very communicative, and that's the energy I'm getting here, because with the Six of Wands, this is the card of recognition. This is the card of attention. This is the card of being noticed for our ideas, being noticed for our effort, and kind of basking in that, you know? It's like you deserve that, and you deserve to be seen for whatever it is that you do well. Let's continue. Thank you so much. The next one we have is the Five of Swords. Okay, with the Five of Swords, I get the feeling of, there may be a feeling of rivalry between friendships. There may be a feeling of, when I'm around this person, I feel like I have to act a certain way. When I'm around this person, I get these subtle nudges that there's something that lurks beneath. I want to see more about this Five of Swords energy. What is it this Five of Swords is trying to tell us, or how can we engage with this Five of Swords energy? We had 3 cards that came out. Yeah. The energy with this Five of Swords, I get that it may come from an ex-lover. I get the feeling that it might come from an ex-friend, or it might come from somebody that we probably felt like we should have walked away from a while ago. There's a feeling of feeling depleted by this person. And I'm saying that because the first one we have out is the Six of Swords, okay? And the Six of Swords comes directly after the Five of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about the need to move away from a situation, to move away from whatever we feel is weighing us down mentally, right? But there's also this feeling of you might also be going in the direction of whatever it is that's depleting you. So there's this feeling of, I should probably move away from this situation, but it's not as easy as I would like it to be. The next one we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about the feeling of grief. The Five of Cups talks about the feeling of loss or the feeling of worry. So if this is a relationship, I get the feeling that maybe this relationship isn't giving you the nourishment you feel like you need. Maybe there's a need to talk with this person about, where do we go from here? What do we offer each other? Or there's just this I want to, right? I want to talk to you. I want to say how I feel because I don't want to leave. Or maybe I do. But that's the same feeling I'm getting. It's this feeling of weighing your options about a situation that you feel like isn't completely conducive to your growth and your health, right? But the card right on top of that is the Nine of Cups, right? So there's this feeling of being authentic with your emotions, being authentic with your joy, being with every emotion that you feel, whether it's anger, animosity, whatever it is. But it's this feeling of accepting all of those feelings as something that is here to show you who you are and to show you how you react to every situation that you come across. And with these three cards that look very dark, right? And I definitely get the feeling like it comes from a relationship, or it comes from some kind of alliance that makes you feel depleted, that makes you feel like you need to work harder, right? But with this Nine of Cups, it gives me the feeling of you can combat the situation by accepting yourself fully and honoring the things that you feel and honoring the things that you do. So if you feel like you get around a certain person and you have to act a certain way, try to be intentional in that moment to be yourself, not in a way that is forceful, but in a way that is very honest, okay? A way that is very open. And if this person, whoever they are or whatever the situation is, if they don't accept that authenticity from you, it might give you better guidance as to how to proceed with this situation in particular. But I also get the feeling, now that I'm seeing these three cards together, actually, I want to show you guys as I talk about it. Give me 1 second to fix my camera correctly. All right, this is fine. This is perfect. All right, let me show you guys. With these cards, the first three cards we have in this row together, there's a feeling of somebody notices the attention that you have and it bothers them a little bit. You know, maybe someone is feeling a little jealous, or maybe you're feeling a little jealous from somebody you might have to share some kind of spotlight with, somebody you might share friends with. But definitely, I feel like as it pertains to dealing with the situation and moving forward with this situation or from the situation, it's going to come from how authentic you are. Are you doing these things because you want to look a certain way, or are you doing these things because that's what you feel like you genuinely want to do and that's genuinely who you are? Let's continue. We'll just keep the camera this way. You don't need to see my face anyways to get your reading, right? So the next card we have is the Fool card right under the Four of Wands. I definitely feel like you guys are opening up to a new network, a new tribe, a new soul tribe, or exposing yourself to getting those, to starting and cultivating new friendships. What is it that you're interested in? The Moon card is in the heart of your reading. So let's take this a little more slowly so we can get all the messages. So again, with this Fool card, it definitely gives me the vibe of a new chapter, a new journey, and it's relating heavily to the connections that you have with other people. How am I communicating with people? Do I allow myself, maybe in situations like this where I feel like I must be different, can I allow myself to be a beginner if that's what I truly am? Can I allow myself to be wrong? Can I be accountable for the mistakes that I make? Because with this Fool card, there's a feeling of newness. There's a feeling of you're not completely accustomed to whatever energy you're coming into. Give me 1 second. Sorry. But with the Fool card, there's a feeling of beginnerness, beginner energy, especially around new people. And that might be giving you the feeling of, I have to pretend, or I have to be a little different, or I have to act whatever. But I feel like the best way to be received is to act out of this Nine of Cups and act authentically yourself, even if it is a beginner, even if it's a person that's a little bit ignorant to a situation. So in the heart of your reading, you have the Moon card, which gives me the feeling of somebody is about to encounter the daylight, meaning somebody is about to enter a new cycle. But before they begin that cycle, with these two cards together, there's a feeling of, I don't know what's going on yet, but I'm ready. I'm ready to figure out what it is. I love the Six of Wands and this Four of Wands. starting your reading, because I feel like this is what's going to lead you and guide you into the month of August. Have this feeling of, I'm ready for whatever. I want to connect. I want to strengthen my relationships and my bonds, because that's what's going to keep you sane through the moon moments where you feel like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening in the world. I don't know what's happening in my life, but I'm open to being a beginner, right? I'm open to learning. I'm open to figuring it out. So that openness energy where you can have your arms. Do you see all these cards where their arms are sprawled out across themselves, right? And they're accepting everything that comes their way. That's that energy that I want you guys to have for the advent of August. Although we're already in August, definitely tap into that energy. You have to connect. Tap into that energy. You have to meet new people and show off everything you know, because you have the Chariot coming. That's beautiful. I feel like the Chariot is coming to lead you out of this moon period. There's a feeling of, there's something that you might want to start new, right? There may be a feeling of, I kind of lost contact with my friends and I want to get back in contact with them. And with this Chariot card, there's definitely this feeling of, you might even be going on vacations with friends. You might be connecting with friends and you might be moving forward in relationships. Okay, so I clarified that with this Ten of Swords, which tells me to pause and kind of look at these cards a little bit more. So you have the Chariot card, which talks about forward movement. It talks about progress. It talks about the balance and the endurance that we need to move forward. This is that energy that I'm loving. This is that 4 and 6 of Wands energy, right? But I clarified it with the 10 of Swords. So this one gives me the feeling of, in order to enter this new day, there's definitely a situation that's ending itself. And it might look like this situation, right? So there might definitely be a case or a situation where people around you are depleting you, where people around you may make you want to feel a little bit smaller. And I'm seeing it with this 10 of Swords, but I'm also seeing some kind of ending, right? Some kind of... This is how I thought about a situation before, but I know that that's not going to work for me in the future. Or I really enjoyed this relationship, but maybe it's drawing to a close. Or maybe this new cycle of my life is drawing to a close. But the thing I love about these graphics with these particular tarot cards is it makes the 10 of Swords look so beautiful. In the regular Rider-Waite tarot, I don't know if you remember, but that one looks like 10 swords in someone's back as they're lying on the ground, spilling out blood. This one shows somebody who's already gotten back up. This is somebody who's already accepted. In order to move forward in whatever situation it is, they have to walk away from another one, and they're walking away stronger. They're walking away towards that sunlight that they want after these periods of darkness, right? Let's continue. Thank you so much. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Gemini people, I am a bit jealous of this reading, right? All right, so the 10 of Pentacles talks about reconnecting with family, reconnecting with friends, definitely sharing here, definitely sharing what you know, sharing the things that you have of value, sharing love. You guys are coming together and you guys are reciprocating each other's energy. There's a feeling of, if there's a new chapter, a new hobby, a new thing that you want to engage in, a new way you want to express yourself to the world, but you feel like you don't know anybody like you, right? Like, I don't know anybody who likes the things I like. There's this feeling of give yourself to the world, whether it's through social media, whether it's through a job, whatever the case may be. Give yourself, your new self, the self that you want to be. And then those people will see you and say, hey, you look like me. Let's share ourselves with each other. Let's come together in that way. So definitely, I feel like you guys are opening up like a beautiful flower, right? Thank you so much. We got 2 cards that come out, and that will close our reading. So let's see what's up. So the next one we have is the Magician card. This is the card of the manifester. This is the card of the person with the resources. But the thing about the Magician is it's a 1, right? It's the first card that comes after the Fool. So what I see already is a steady progression from starting something new to seeing the resources they have to continue to build upon that thing that is new. I get the feeling that it might be a new personality. It might be a new way to express yourself physically. It might be a new way to express your ideas, but whatever it is, it's going to be seen on you. It's going to be seen as some kind of Leo energy, as an expressed energy, right? So I get the feeling with this Magician card, you might be coming upon resources that help you recognize yourself and to help you realize yourself. But first, you probably had to let go, okay? You probably had to let go of things that no longer resonate with you anymore. But there's this feeling of, if you want, I keep saying there's this feeling, but that's the only way I know how to talk, right? But there's this feeling of coming into yourself. And how can I express myself this way? How can I express myself that way? If I'm becoming more of a spiritual person, if I'm connecting more to God, maybe I'll wear a cross, you know, maybe I'll tune into church, maybe I'll buy some crystals, maybe, you know, whatever it is, but it's this feeling I'm using my resources to recreate myself. And the last card we have in the spread is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about responsibilities, and the Ten of Wands talks about burdens. So throughout this journey, you guys, I get this feeling of growing through concrete, growing through situations that you are not used to. So they might be scary for that reason, because I've never gone through the situation. So growing from this situation may be a little bit harder for me. It may weigh a little more on me. But at the same time, I want you to notice how resourceful this girl is, because she came from this mountain, right? So she moved away from this peak, and she's about to climb another peak. But the smart thing she did was she got an animal to help her carry her loads, right? I get the feeling of you might definitely come into new friends and new relationships who can understand where you came from. They probably came from those same places of feeling like, no, I can't let go of this situation. No, I can't do that. And now you're entering this stage and you're making these new friends who understand you. They can help you through this situation, and they can help carry this load because they carry a load that's similar to yours, right? So with this one, I get the feeling of maybe feeling burdened, but I also get the feeling of whatever new weight that you're carrying, there may be somebody that will help you carry it towards wherever you are going next. But this journey towards rediscovering yourself, reinventing yourself, or standing out a little more, at first might be a little nerve-wracking. You might feel like you're in the dark, like you don't know which way to go or what to do, or like you don't know all the rules. But there's a feeling of you don't have to, because if you open your arms out and you tell the world, oh, underlying energy. Look at that real quick. Underlying energy is the Ten of Cups. It's this feeling of, if you open yourself to the world and say, hey, this is who I am now, the world is going to say, okay, welcome. We've been waiting for you, right? We accept you, especially with this Ten of Cups right here. It's this feeling of you accepting yourself for the entirety of yourself. And there's another progression. Once you're authentic with yourself, you then have somebody to share your authenticity with, and they can add to those emotions and those experiences that you've kept to yourself. Okay, so definitely, that's beautiful, Gemini people. That really is. So your underlying energy is the Ten of Cups. If you feel like you want to connect, keep connecting. If you feel like you want to connect, understand who you want to connect with. How do they relate to you? And then put yourself out there, because there are people who are waiting for you to come, okay? There are people that are so excited that you finally made it to them. All right, let's get some oracle cards and then we'll wrap up this reading, right? Let's get 3 of these. 1 down. Let's get 2 more. Thank you so much. All right, let's go. So the first one says, fuck fear. It will lie to your face. Fuck fear. Fuck any idea of who you think you should be that does not relate to the version of yourself that feels freest, right? Fuck fear. It will lie to your face. The next one says, laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Take that one as you will. And the last one says detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, throw some shit out. You're throwing some shit out, Gemini people. You are losing some weight. You are losing some baggage because there's some happy weight that's waiting on you. There is some baggage that is full of blessings that is waiting for you, Gemini people. But you have to be able to claim yourself to claim it. Let's get one of these Divine Feminine Oracle cards. Perfect. It is out. This is Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Well, let's talk about synchronicity, Gemini people. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. All right, let's read this one really quickly and I'll let you guys go, okay? 72, page 72. Let's see what's up for you guys. All right, perfect. I will read this word for word. It's not too long, so just bear with me, all right? Abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incalculable material wealth, but are bereft of a sense of purpose or a greater vision for their life, and so are left feeling lost. While others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. This card is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. This card reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What work doesn't feel like work at all? This card is a wink to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something we can do and show the world. You are engaging with your world this month, Gemini people. Last paragraph. This card represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing work that feeds our soul. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of mind we enter when we know we are contributing great worth to the world in the effort of becoming more love. So your intention for the month of August is, I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. So begin to radiate the wealth that you want to attract and that you feel. And once you do that, it will start being attracted to you, Gemini people. Let's move this back up so we can close this out. That is your reading. Thank you so much for engaging with this video and engaging with me. I wish you guys nothing but the best rest of your day and the best rest of your month. And we will speak very soon. Thank you so much.